But you know, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that I've learned in my life, when we fail, we can always start all over again. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to all of you as well. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? My name is Michael, and I was born here on the island of Manhattan 61 years ago, and I have been giving these tours now for 36 years, and I welcome you to our city. People usually clap at that point.
Guess what?
You can take a helicopter ride from here. It's $280 for a 20-minute ride, but guess what? That is expensive, but it's probably one of the most adventurous things you can do. Just imagine being in a helicopter over New York City.
Wow!
Good afternoon, Captain J. Captain J just slowed the boat down because, like myself, we want you to see the second oldest standing church. All right, guys. Everybody say good afternoon, Captain J. Captain J just slowed the boat down because, like myself, we want you to see the second oldest standing church in America. You're only going to have 5 seconds to see it, so take your cameras out now and look to the left side of the boat. Here we go. Listen very carefully if you want to see this church. If you look directly across to the left, you'll see a building with green windows. Inside those windows, you see little tiny white lights. Then you move forward, there's a huge open space. If you look on the ground level, you'll see a red truck behind the trees. Right where those trees start, there's a huge... If you look to the left side of the boat, you'll see a monument just behind us. It's called the Vessel. The Vessel is the newest monument on the island, and it sits in the center of the newest neighborhood on the island. This neighborhood is called Hudson Yards. Hudson Yards is where the billionaires live. Hudson Yards is where the millionaires live. Hudson Yards is where I do not live. If you look all the way at the top of Hudson Yards, you'll see a deck sticking out of the building with the triangle rooftop. Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, Sly, Queen Latifah, and many others all live here in Greenwich Village. Greenwich Village is where I do not live. Greenwich Village is also the home of jazz clubs, comedy, hip-hop, drag shows, salsa, merengue, techno, you name it, it all happens here in Greenwich Village. Go to the top of the Empire State Building, visit one of our parks, visit a couple of our museums, but all your free time should be spent walking the streets of Greenwich Village. Guess what? You all look like New Yorkers, every last one of you. That's one of the magical things about our city. Everyone blends in. No one knows that you're not from New York unless you tell them. Even if you have a heavy accent. See, the Statute of Liberty is behind us. We're going to go up the East River, back down the East River, and then over to Lady Liberty. Whew. How you guys doing so far? I don't believe you. How you doing so far? Here you go. I believe you guys now. How's that old tour guide doing? He's tired. He's tired. Hey guys, look what I see. You can't see that? Welcome to my neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. Here on the left side of the boat is the South Street Seaport. This is a historical district. Many years ago, this is where all the seafood would come into New York City, giving this area its name, the Seaport. If you're over 21, say I am. And here is where you should go. You see where it says Pier 15 just behind us? Food, music, dancing every night. Pier 17, the Green Building, fine dining restaurants. That ship that you see there is called the Maple Tree Liverpool. It's an old antique fisherman ship. It's one of the ships that once brought seafood here into the coming to New York City is to make the decision not to Brooklyn has the largest. We must got some Brooklyn people on the boat. Brooklyn has the yes. Ladies and gentlemen, look at Brooklyn. Take a really good look at Brooklyn on this side of the Brooklyn Bridge. Here is where you want to come to. This area is called Dumbo. Rooftop lounges, loads and loads of restaurants. This is a historical district with cobblestone streets, art galleries, local designer boutiques for that one very special item. The carousel that you see directly behind us is called the Jane Carousel. It's the oldest wooden at the Statute of Liberty. Thank you so much for joining us today. Take this time to get a glass of wine, use the restroom, and prepare yourselves for Lady Liberty. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much for the 10 of you that are aboard. Someone from your family history also came to America through Ellis Island. Guess what? If you have beautiful chocolate colored skin like me, don't waste your time. That's not how we got here. It's all history. It's all history. Visit Ellis Island, ladies and gentlemen. Her feet. Stay where you are. You're all in the perfect space to see the Statue of Liberty. Wears a crown on her head. The crown has 7 points. The 7 points represent the 7 continents of the world. She's made of copper, just like the U.S. penny. There is not one single drop of paint on her. The weather conditions have oxidized her into her beautiful green patina color. Take a really good look at her. In her left hand, she holds an iPad. Which thank you. Guess what, kind people? This ain't about me, it's all about you. Let's talk about some shuttle buses. We're now going back to Pier 78. When you guys get off the bus, you're going to see when you get off the boat, there'll be many buses waiting for you. Listen very carefully, here's the rundown. The first group of shuttle buses will take, all the shuttle buses are free. The first group of shuttle buses will take you on back to Battery Park.